Alright, epicseven. So today we'll be talking about the newest character actually that came to the game, which is Ivana. Unana. She is another fire soul weaver. And basically, she is supposed to be anti-immortality in this case. But in this case, I would say she doesn't really remove the immortality right from the get-go. She more like unlike Hecate in the game, but more or less, she's unaffected by decreases to combat readiness, basically. So at the start of the turn, her turn, right? So you have to build her really, really fast. Dispels immortality from all enemies. So it works well with those that if you're cleaving, if there is, DN and the other team, if there is BBK on the other team, you know, she ignores ER at the end of the someone's turn when an enemy is granted immortality. So those with scales. Um, Spreads the sensor's light to dispel ulti from all out and grants radiance for 2 turn. Radiance is undispellable, so when you attack, there's 50 DR, right? Before increasing combat readiness of the caster by 50%. So in this case, like she pushes herself up if there's an immortality on the other side of the opponent, right? So works well if you're cleaving to push up to proc the scales immortality, or if the enemy is slow and has DN and BBK, all those things, or even Briar Witch Iceria, if like you're somehow playing with a lucky counter and somehow proc it, she pushes herself up and does the light of repose. So what does so when you do that, you get to S3, right? So you can dispel 2 debuffs from all allies if ever you are, and offering a prayer to banish evil and grants ignore sharing. So basically like a free photogenic artifact, and then you have immunity for 2 turns before increasing your combat readiness by 30%. So pretty solid like support, I would say. It's just that the caveat here is that you need to build her really fast. And even with my 250, 247 Ivana, this one is really, really slow and does not really cut anything in the meta right now. So we really want to push your Ivana to be on the 270 to 80 speed, just to keep up with the other openers. And also like if also you're a bit slower or just playing aggro, right? But definitely in the champion level, I find it hard to use Ivana into the meta unless like the enemy straight up use Dian or BBK, and no one's really straight up using BBK in the get-go. And I'm not a cleaver in terms of my account, so like I can't really, you know, push Ivana up better while cleaving, even though I'm running a slower Ivana, right? So maybe when I get better gear or faster gear, so I can more or less utilize her. I'm not saying she's bad. I'm saying she's more like it's harder for her to be used in the meta because of certain speed requirements in this case. But to give you like a showcase on like how she is and everything, I think we can use her in arena, right? With some immortality or something. Let's not uh, use that. Somewhere with immortality. I want somewhere with immortality. I mean, scales is good, but like, okay, maybe here we can use because she's gonna S3, right from the get go, and then we can just Ivana this, right? We can even use our own Satsuka, right? And let me just put Belly in here as well. Yeah, I mean, do I want Satsuka here? Not really, I guess. Okay, maybe I should. No, it's fine. We're just gonna see like how Ivana because of the Celine, right? So I really want to showcase that.
Cry in this beautiful illusion until you drown in your own tears.
We're countering.
As you command.
Isaria doing Isaria things. And then I can do this, right? The spells.
Goddess, grant us your mercy.
The enemy is really running a very slow spirit eye, I would say. Okay, the freedom is dealt with. And then you can see here, she does an S3, grants immortality, revive, dispels, right? And then you can kill.
I've lived for this moment.
Good.
Until the end. Not lost.
Yep, and then we can just finish off here. So that's basically it. That's how Ivana's passive works, right? That's why you want the enemy to actually use their immortality. So I wouldn't say it's anti-Celine, because technically Celine can just delete Ivana right from the get-go. And then she can S3, right? She's very much anti-DN, I would say. Because DN users don't have a choice. In this case. I still think she's Lady is better. Like, it's not really a Lady counter Lady counter or Ice Area counter in this case. Unless you're the ones using Ice Area to proc the Lady, then it could be. But yeah, I mean, that's Ivana, right? Nothing too special, I would say. Like, just another free-to-play option for anti-immortality. Pretty cute, pretty... yeah. She's Fire, Soul Weaver Taurus, and she's Ivana, and that's it, right?